Hey anime fans, this is Chris Bolts, and the summer 2025 anime season is upon us, and it is coming out of the gate with a bang. Now before I do get into the content, do make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. All that stuff really helps me out here. Now, this is an article from Game Rant, and it's giving you the 2025 lineup for all the channels, Crunchyroll, Hulu, Netflix, and others. But we're just going to focus specifically on Crunchyroll, since that is primarily the app that I use for anime. And right now, I will say this. You see, this is the entire list of the anime right here that is coming out. Over 45 anime in total that is debuting on Crunchyroll. You see all these right here. Once again, over 45 of those brand new anime that are coming out. Detective Conan has been going for years. I don't know when that's ever going to end. And on top of that, 16 of the anime are actually coming out as sequels this year, going across Crunchyroll, High Dive, and Netflix right here. And one of the ones that I'm currently excited about, obviously, is Kaiju number 8, season 2. Dandadan season 2 actually started. Me personally, I won't watch the first 3 episodes because I already saw them in the Evil Eye compilation movie that aired about a month ago. I do recommend you guys go in there and check those out because Dandadan season 2 is starting off with a bang. Rising of the Shield Hero season 4 is another good one. Sakamoto Days part 2, I'm looking forward to that one. Obviously, I'm looking forward to Dr. Stone's Science Future part 2 as well. And then Reborn as a Vending Machine has started, and it seems like it's going to be a little bit darker than the original season. Arknight's Rise of Ember, I am looking forward to that one. I haven't watched the first season. I have to go back and watch that one in preparation for this one. Rent-A-Girlfriend season 4, I still do not like Chizuru. I think Kochiya should just go along with Ruka, who actually confessed her love to him, and they're actually boyfriend and girlfriend, so I don't know why he's wasting his time with Chizuru. This season has actually come out and started with a bang. And I'm not just talking about the sequels or anything like that. I'm actually talking about the original content. And let me go over to my own personal watch list from Crunchyroll. And I'm going to point out right now, one of the ones that is quite of a surprise, but it's also dark at the same time, is this anime right here, Takopi's Original Sin. This one really tackles some very dark themes. I don't want to spoil too much or anything like that, but it does tackle depression, it does tackle suicide, and then on top of that, these are young kids. They are in the 4th grade. Let's just say the first episode was very heavy, and I am going to be definitely sticking around with this one for the long term to see how it turns out, because I hope it ends on a happy note. But of course, at the same time, a lot of times these things don't end on a happy note. Takopi's Original Sin is about this alien that gets nicknamed Takopi by this girl right here, Shizuka-san, and he just wants to spread happiness, but he quickly finds out that Shizuka-san has a very tough life ahead of her. It definitely is worthy of the 16 plus content advisory for adult themes on suicide and violence. Yeah, she goes through a lot, but then you also get the perspective from her bully, who has some issues of her own as well. I highly recommend this. You see, it has an average rating of 4.9. I'm going to go in there and give it my own rating. I'm going to give it 5 stars. Definitely Takopi's Original Sin is one that you should go ahead and take a look at. Going to go back here. Onmyo Kaiten Rebirth Verse. I love it when the Japanese have these titles. This is also a unique one. It's an isekai. Instead of the protagonist, Narihita Takeru, going to a fantasy world in the past, he instead gets transported several years into the future, into a parallel universe where there's no such thing as a Tokyo, and he falls in love with this girl right here that appears in his dreams. He meets her for the 2000th time, and he swears that he will protect her from all of what's happening in that particular world, where this black mist just comes out of nowhere and start wreaking all kinds of havoc on the town. And now he has a secret power to help protect against that. This is one that I am very interested in. I'm going to give this one 4 stars at this point in time. Still one that I'm going to be definitely sticking with, because I always like an underdog story. It's a really good take on the isekai. Not an original take on the isekai, but that is definitely unique and fun. Can't wait to see more of it. The new saga is a fantasy tale. It follows a standard trope that happens with a lot of the fantasy genre in anime. The hero goes out, defeats the Demon King, suffers a fatal wound, but is able to grab some type of plot armor which can transport him back in time so that he can save all of his friends and family from a very gruesome death at the hands of the Demon King. He's transported 4 years back into the past so that he can prepare for this eventual meeting with the Demon King and save his friends and family from a very cruel fate. So it's a pretty unique one, and I would give this one probably 3.5 stars at this point in time. So it's still one definitely worth watching out. It only looks like it's going to let me go ahead and give it 4 stars, but 3.5. So it's one that I'm going to be sticking around and watching that. If you're into this type of one, I would keep an eye out on that one. Clevitus is an awesome anime. It starts off with the tale of Alicia, who's this girl right here, talking about she wants to become a hero because she wants to see what's on the outside of the continent of Ethia, where her family and friends all live. Unfortunately, she meets her untimely death at the hands of the Lord of the Dark Beast, Clevitus. The Dark Beast transforms himself into a human because he is given a task by a human that he had killed after he went on a rampage. And the woman says, hey, take care of this baby, help him get to the adulthood, and he will give you the answer that you're seeking about the fate of humanity and why it's important to save humanity from extinction by his hand. And he does so, and he uses this woman as someone to help him out. I don't want to give more than that. This one is getting 5 stars. Highly recommend watching Clevitus. This one right here, Lord of Mysteries, is a Chinese anime. What I will tell you right now is this anime will have the best animation of any anime that debuts this year. There will be nothing that comes close to the animation of Lord of Mysteries. It's a Victorian style animation that follows this guy right here. His name is Klein Moretti. There's warring churches in the area that he goes to. He's warring against this group called the Beyonders. Like I said, awesome animation. But for me right now, it hasn't grabbed me as much as the other anime have. But I'm still going to stick around and definitely watch this one to see if it grows on me. They dropped the first 2 episodes. If you don't mind, look this animation with simplified Chinese. It's available to watch right now. Me personally, I think simplified Chinese dubbing is only second best to Japanese subbing, and then of course American. I don't like watching any of my anime with American dubbing. Just does not work for me anymore. It's either Japanese or none. The Chinese, it doesn't come across as emotional, as impactful as Japanese dubbing. Maybe in the future it'll get a Japanese dub. If not, you're only going to be able to watch it in the Chinese dubbing. And again, the animation, you should watch it just for the animation alone to see how much care and detail that the Chinese love putting into their animation. You will not be disappointed with Lord of Mysteries. The next one here that we're going to watch is Detectives These Days Are Crazy. This is a really good, cute one. It's got a 4.5. I think it's worthy of the 4.5. It follows basically an aging detective, Nagamo Keiichiro. He started off as a detective in his early teens, mid-teens, and now he's in his late 30s, having aching back and has gone on the decline. And he takes on this girl right here as his as his apprentice. It's a good comedy. The faces she makes is great. She actually has really good detective skills. So she's not a girl boss or anything like that, but she definitely does compliment him really well. I would highly recommend that you watch this one because it's a real fun anime. Detective These Days Are Crazy. And let's see what else we got here. Rent-A-Girlfriend is obviously season 4. Yeah, I'm not a Chizuru fan. I'm a Ruka fan. You guys are watching that one. I'm going to continue watching this one until it actually runs its course. But I think the surprise of this season is going to be this one right here. Necronomicon and the Cosmic Horror Show. Now, this score right here, these people gave it a 2.6. I highly disagree with this and everything. I don't think that this score is worth it at all. They probably are giving this that score based on the animation style. It will be jarring when you look at this animation style as it switches from alright 2D to some really janky looking 3D. If you can get past that and just go based on the theme of this particular show, I think you will really like this. It follows this girl named Miko Kurono. She's known as Necronomico. She's a streamer who has a rivalry with this girl right here in the background. But her friend from her childhood, Mayu Mayosaka, mysteriously disappears, but then she reappears inside this particular game that she is a part of, and she wants to find out what's going on and wants to take on the gods of this particular world. Like I said, if you can get past the animation and just focus on the theme itself, I really think you will enjoy this one. I'm going to give this one 5 stars. I disagree with the rating of 2.6. I wish Crunchyroll would let everyone go back off in there and leave comments on this, because I would definitely be interested in why people have given this show such a low rating. I don't think it's 2.6. It may not be a 5, but it's a 5 for me, but it's definitely not a 2.6. I think people are not being fair to this animation. And lastly, the last one that came out starting this year is Private Tutor to the Duke's Daughter. This one is one that has really good animation. Again, it's nothing new. It's the standard trope about noble somebody who is missing something, and then along comes a commoner to help them find that out. In this particular instance, the Duke's daughter has a mana, but she is not able to cast a magical spell or anything like that. And so the Duke hires this private tutor by the name of Alan, who is a sorcerer supreme. Sorry, Doctor Strange. And he tutors her to help her find out her ability to do magic. This one I'm going to give 4 stars. It's one that I need. It still hasn't grown on me, but it's good enough for me to have an interest to watch a future episode. So I'm going to be sticking with it to see how it turns out. So there you have it right now. Again, summer 2025 has started off really well, but one last article here. This is from Game Writing In. Summer 2025 could change the anime industry forever. I highly doubt that. They somehow believe that Lord of Mysteries will surpass Solo Leveling in quality and fame. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to surpass Solo Leveling in fame, but it already has surpassed it in quality. The animation for Lord of Mysteries is absolutely banger. Dandadan Season 2 does have a compelling storyline and character development. That is beyond question. But Gachi Akuta, which has not released as of yet, I am definitely looking forward to that one. That's a Crunchyroll exclusive. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what that one's all about. It's going to be airing here next Monday. So keep an eye out for that one. And it's coming from Studio Bones Film. They do awesome work. They did the work on My Hero Academia Vigilantes. The animation in Vigilantes is absolutely great. If you didn't know that it was a side story, you wouldn't know the difference between that and My Hero Academia. So those are my current thoughts on the 2025 anime lineup and what I currently am watching right now. Currently off to a very great start, and I can't wait to see more of what this season has on offer. What are your guys' thoughts? Are there any type of anime that you guys are excited about looking at? Jump down in the comments and let me know what you guys think and what you guys also think about this current summer 2025 season. Is it living up to your expectations, or is it currently falling behind? Whatever your thoughts, jump down in the comments and leave a comment. Let's get a discussion going. And make sure you do like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. All that good stuff will really help me out. And remember, this is Chris Bolt signing off, and I will catch you guys in the next video. You take it easy.